Hello and welcome to PlayStation Best Friends, episode 77 for the week of November 9th, 2018. We're dropping every Friday to give you the rundown on all the latest PlayStation and gaming news you could possibly need. A little bit of a slow week this week. We're probably going to be talking a little more about Red Dead and Black Ops, but a little bit of new stuff. As always, I'm your host, Anthony Palm. And with me, as always, Chicago's prodigal son, Miguel Alvarez.
Yeah.
And the broken bad boy, Jeffrey Mizrahi.
Nice. I like that. That's a solid response. What up?
Yeah, so before we jump into what we've been playing, I do just want to give a quick shout out to everyone that supported us this past Saturday on our Extra Life Day stream. So, Jeff, do you have the list of the everyone that donated?
Yeah, so we had a jolly old time streamed. Started off with we were hosted on Kind of Funny's channel. We did the Extra Life stream. We're playing a lot of Blackout. Did we move to zombies at all? Or no, we didn't even move to zombies during that block. It was all Blackout?
All Blackout for the Kind of Funny stream.
All Blackout for that block?
Zombies way later in the day.
And then we moved over back to our stream for the rest of the day for about 12 hours. Got a lot of people to join on. Shout out to Mr. Gravy and some other, new audience members. But yeah, a lot of people also donated at that time, like Nathaniel Hicks, Adri, Nathaniel Hicks again. Nathaniel Hicks did 4 donations.
Audrey. That's
Audrey.
That's my best friend's fiance.
Bada bing, bada boom. Jesse Mike Knight, who is the guy who did the theme song for the show as well, correct?
Yep.
Nice.
He does all our music.
Cassie. Lawrence Cassie, nice. Lawrence Curtis, Hey Rallo, Mr. Gravy 17, Severin D, Anonymous, Memo. It's a solid one.
I think Anonymous is my mother-in-law. And I think she just didn't know how to put her name in.
Well, there were 2 Anonymouses, so 2 mother-in-laws, I guess.
Oh, another one of the anonymous ones is one of my coworkers at work, and I don't know if she wants her name out there, so I won't say her name. But
both
anonymouses are related to me, not like related, but like one is my friend from work, one is my mother-in-law.
The FBI is going to be in that. That's a hacking joke. Brandon, Mom, Kyle, and Robert Mongilo. Thank you guys so much. Honestly, that of course went to the Connecticut Children's Hospital. $290 raised overall. I think that was
yeah, we definitely blew past our goal of 200, which is already a lot more than we did last year. I think last year we did only like 110 or 120. I think so.
Yeah, which is still good.
So I do kind of want to keep doing smaller streams. I can't do another stream like that length again, but I do want to do some smaller streams. The page stays active until the end of the year, so stay tuned for if we're going to be doing any more Extra Life streams in the coming weeks. I do want to do some more zombies, and I do want to do some more Blackout. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you to everyone that donated for making it a successful Extra Life Day. And
shouts out if you've been waiting on. We were hyping up the giveaway for the SteelSeries headset that was given away. If you didn't check Twitter, Mr. Gravy won that.
Mr. Gravy 17.
Mr. Gravy 17 won that in the random drawing. Maybe next year we'll have another giveaway, or maybe on another one of our streams. So stay tuned for that.
I got some Steam codes that I'm mulling over giving away on a stream. So maybe we'll do that.
There you go.
In a couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, so Extra Life was great. But right now, I guess we could talk about what we've been playing outside of Extra Life, which mostly was just Black Ops 4 and Red Dead. A little bit of Dead by Daylight. Your first Dead by Daylight match ever was on stream, and that was great.
Oh, I hated that game. Yeah, if you're watching the stream, or if you are, I don't know. That game just
why?
Because it just because it just had too much jank. Honestly, it felt like I was like
Friday by the 13th or Friday the 13th.
No, he didn't.
Okay,
because it didn't load.
I didn't say it's better. I mean, I don't play either of them, but I felt like I was just like struggling to play a game, which is fun sometimes. Which I'd admit there are many games I've played that are like I know this game isn't fun to control or fun to play, yet I personally enjoy it. But I don't know. I don't really see myself.
The jank is part of its charm, I think, with Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. I agree.
But you did you did escape a couple times. I actually died to save you, and you were ungrateful about it. I'm still not happy.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had no idea how to play the game. Maybe I should play some tutorial. That's more my fault than the game. And then I talked about Tetris last week.
Did you play it?
I played it much more. The
demo wasn't live yet last week, so.
Okay, so I guess I might not have. Maybe I talked about on the stream, whatever.
Just go over it quick.
I don't know.
Did you try it in VR?
I tried in VR and regular.
Is VR actually different? Because my friend was saying to him it looked like it was just theater mode.
A little. I mean, it's more immersive because like things are like going because nothing's gonna block your vision or be in your vision, because that would of course
So, but it's
ruin
not
Tetris.
just straight up normal theater mode. There is stuff coming at you and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It feels like you're in a world, like in a space, and like in the far off distance, there's a Tetris game going on that you control.
Gotcha.
Which is cool, which is very cool. But there are like more precise and more accurate Tetris games that I'd prefer. But yeah, that's that on Tetris. I guess
Do you guys want to talk a little bit about Red Dead?
Let's get into Red Dead.
Well, let me. I got one game I've been playing a little bit that I'll just mention quickly. I'm playing it on Nintendo Switch right now, but I believe it is also out on PS4, Xbox One, and it's been on early access Steam for ages. Called Moonlighter. It's a little indie game, and it's really interesting because it's a dungeon crawler of sorts, kind of a roguelike dungeon crawler. But that's the secondary part of the game. The main part of the game is you are a shopkeeper, and essentially the reason for going through the dungeons is to collect stuff to then go sell in your shop, like in your storefront. And so you can control the price of everything, and you get to kind of keep up with how in demand everything is. So if something's super popular, you could sell for more. If something's not selling at all, you got to drop cut the price on it or not sell it for a while. So it's like what I initially thought of it is. Someone was watching one person play like Binding of Isaac while watching another person play Stardew Valley and kind of guessed at what those games were without playing them and mashed it together. And it's really interesting. It's very fun. So I'm going to play a lot more of it. I wouldn't say I recommend it to anyone yet because it seems like a very niche game, but I'm going to play it a little more. Combat isn't super tight. That's the one criticism I have is that the combat's really not as like other games do combat better in a dungeon crawler. But it's really, I almost look forward to getting out of the dungeon and like setting up my storefront and selling stuff. It's almost like a mini game. That feeling you get when you're playing like a mobile game where it's like you can kind of just like chill out, like almost like Venture Capitalist, like a game like that where it's kind of just like
Tapper.
No, not Tapper. Okay, so it's like. It's hard to explain. Like you would have to just see it. Like basically, you set the prices for everything. You open the store, and then you wait for everyone to come in, and then they react to it.
Kind of like like a management game,
It's like I was thinking, kind of like Tiny Tower ish,
or like Game Dev Story. You ever play Game Dev Story?
Yeah, kind of, sort of like that. But it's a full game. There's no microtransactions, so it's
of course
elements taken out, obviously.
How much is it though? Speaking of money,
$25 for digital on Switch. I think it's 20. Switch tax. I think it's 20 everywhere else, and then physical. I think is 30 and 40 for Switch, and then 35 I think everywhere else. So but definitely look into it if you're into weird indie games like that. It's kind of the game that I just really needed right now. I wasn't really feeling anything else at the moment. I've beat the Messenger for the fucking second and a half time. Do
you own Tangent? Do you own the Spider-Man DLC?
Who, me?
Yeah,
I do not know. Not yet. I was gonna wait for it all to be out.
Yeah, Miguel, do you have it by any chance?
No.
I am really interested.
Wait, did the PS4 the Pro wasn't the deluxe edition? It was the base Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought you got the deluxe edition.
I could be wrong. You guys know I stopped playing the game because
so then fucking give me your code if you ain't using it.
I used all that codes exactly when I opened the thing, dude. So
then you probably got the DLC. You son of a bitch, you ain't even gonna play it.
No, I mean I wouldn't be surprised if it was just the $60 version of Spider-Man.
No, I think it was the deluxe version.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, it was like what, 500? Was it 400?
I think the Spider-Man edition console came with
500.
If it was like a bundle of normal PS4, I don't think it would have.
It's 400.
It was 400.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I don't know.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
Miguel, did you play anything besides Call of Duty or Red Dead? We'll go into in a second. Any preface?
I played. No, I didn't. No. Didn't have much time to play this week.
But yeah, I've been playing a shit ton of Red Dead. I'm currently in the middle of chapter 4.
No life in it. God damn.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this game. I took a look at the trophies. I tried blind counting them. Like seeing how many hidden trophies in a segment. It looks like I have like 7 more, and I have like 3 story trophies. But I mean, I don't really know what that equates to.
Yeah. Full disclosure.
40 hours of playing time.
Full disclosure. This game is probably it's safe to say, gonna be in my top 5 list for the end of the year, if not game of the year. But I am not gonna beat this game by the end of the year. I'm not gonna have the time. I'm gonna be fully transparent about it. If it is, it is my game of the year, which I'm not sure it is, But if it is, I'm just going to be transparent. It will be me deciding that with probably not having beat the story.
I think if you play a couple hours a weekend, you could beat it by January. Easy.
I want to play more of it, but I'm just worried that I'm going to get distracted by playing fucking poker or something. And it's not,
That's not
I'm going to play a lot of it, but I don't know if I'm going to beat the story.
Remember when I told you that I played 8 hours last week and 2 of them was playing dominoes?
Really? You joking?
Yeah, dude. I told you the guys this last week.
My brother
like 2 hours playing it, and I was killing the other guy. I don't remember what the guy's name that I was playing against. But
that's what I'm saying.
Like, I know how to play it, so I was just
poker or something and just not play it.
And I'm waiting to get to a poker game because I know I'm gonna spend there a couple hours just trying to fucking.
Dude, wait till you get to Saint Denis. It's the first actual town you go to, like the most modern town.
Yeah, like Valentine's like a fucking couple huts.
Valentine is still is still the You know what I've noticed, which I think is very interesting. I don't know if it was the people I was killing, like it was a certain group. Or it was maybe the game scales like as you progress, but like every dead body I was looting gave me like $20. Damn. And I currently have 3,000 after doing a lot of story.
You're rich, dude.
Yeah. Jesus. So I don't know if the loot scales or I found that cool. So always loot bodies throughout the game. You might start getting that price hike from like 20 cents a person to $20 a person.
Any stories? You guys just like traveling and something happens.
Oh yes.
Why are the horse physics such a mess in this game? The horse, like I've seen, like it's happened to me a bunch of times, and then I see gifs all the time of like horses just freaking out and flipping upside down and getting RKO'd and stuff. And like why? Like it's so weird how the horse physics just do not align with the physics of the rest of the game.
Yeah, I'd say that it definitely gets annoying. I love the game like so much, but the horse gets annoying. But then speaking of cool stories, I highly recommend doing this because I found 2 extremely cool things so far. If you're ever riding on the road to a checkpoint or to an area that you haven't really been to before or wherever, and you see an X on your map, pretty much that like denotes a killed person, like the X's for like dead bodies that you could loot. If you see an X and you're like, I didn't kill anyone here, go inspect it. One of them I found was this isn't really spoilers. This is like the game is filled with this shit. No one's going to explore 100% every little environmental detail in Red Dead. It was a head like dismembered and like strapped around the tree, and it was like there was like a murder, like a serial killer note left there, and I'm like, holy shit, like this is like some
the serial killer. I've seen that on I've seen the note on like a screenshot online before. That's cool.
And it was because it was like, where's the dead body here? And I look at the tree, I'm like, oh my god, it's a fucking head. And then another one, same situation. There's an X. And I'm like,
that's like some Dark Brotherhood shit.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, very much so. There was another X, and I go over to the dead body, and it was right by a beach, and I inspect him, and he has a letter, and it's to I don't know if this is spoil. I'm not gonna say it, but it's to a popular character or like a main character from Red Dead 1. That isn't in this game, but it has the name and it's letter to them. And I'm like, damn, that's fucking awesome that it includes that. But yeah, there's just some 2 of my stories about you guys. Stories from the West.
I mean, nothing like no major stories, but I mean, like I ran into a lady where a horse fell on top of her, and so I saved her and then brought her back to Valentine. And
she was yes, yeah, nice. I remember that one. Yeah.
It's just little stuff like that even if other people are going to experience that specific thing, it's just cool that there's just subtle stuff like that,
It feels so unique,
Yeah, like even if it's not like truly unique to my play, like my game, like my save, it still feels like it is. You know what I mean? So it's done very, very well. This game is very, very. That's why I'm so worried I'm not going to beat it, is because little stuff like that is just going to derail me, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with not beating it because I'm having so much fun with stuff like that.
100%. So there you go.
I have not played it this week. Main thing is because, like I said last week, I just feel like I need more time to play it other than like half an hour. And like I want to play it so bad, but I'm like, I have half an hour or 40 minutes. Am I gonna do something with it? Like I'm not gonna be able to immerse myself in the environment. I feel like, and I'm just gonna sit down and play dominoes again for the rest of the time. And like I wanted to play it this weekend, but Saturday we obviously streamed, and then Sunday I just didn't feel like playing it all. I just wanted to like sit down and rest and not do anything. I'm planning to play a lot this Saturday, so I will probably play a couple hours there. Hopefully, I unlock what's the name of the town again? That I could play poker.
Oh, Saint Denis.
Oh, because
that's where poker.
Can you farm money there? Playing poker, do you know?
I think
if I can, dude, I'm gonna be rich
I think once you win everyone's, like, it shows how much money they have, like, and then like
if you clean them, that's it.
I think so. There's probably like a timer, a cooldown. I can't imagine there not being. It's a Rockstar game.
Because, dude, I will farm the fuck out of them. Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's cool,
dude. There's a fucking like a blip on the map for like a vendor, and all he does is just take your picture in front of wallpaper, and you could change the wallpaper and change your pose. So it's always some
that's so weird, but like so cool.
And it's like $5, and I'm like,
another thing what for you, especially Jeffrey, because you played the most. Does the game speed up? Like, can you get a horse that's just faster? You need to be checking his stamina and stuff like that.
Make sure. Are you using the pre-order or any of the digital deluxe horses?
I don't know how to get that. So
I have one. I think it's either the pre-order horse or the Sony.
What's the name?
I don't remember it. I named it Aragorn. It's like white with gray in the the middle and the belly.
You're the stable in Valentine.
Yes, that's the one. It's like the white one with like gray spots.
Look, it's annoying because I mean you have to know the ones that are. It's not going to say like you got this from the pre-order.
It's free though.
It's free, yeah. Oh, I guess that's actually.
So I do have.
It costs $0 in.
Okay, so I do have them then. Okay.
Yeah, I'm rocking the Thoroughbred, which I think is a pre-order one, not the deluxe one.
Because I just want. If I'm in the mood of playing just the story missions, I hate going from one point of the map, traveling all the way down.
It is a big part of the game. It really is.
It's just like I just want to fast travel sometimes and just do some missions.
It's just funny to me,
and just want to play
everything that I said before the game came out. You guys said I was a hater for, but Miguel is like saying all the same stuff.
Okay, here, when I played Red Dead 1, there was nothing that I have played that was like that, which like blew my mind, and it
now
was
we've had
that's what was awesome. And now we had all these games, and the games are a lot faster than what they used to. And like all these games are coming out are just faster. And playing this is just like, I just want to like get through the story really quick.
I feel it, because like if you compare this game to The Witcher, I know The Witcher's a fantasy game, but just traversal wise, The Witcher is still a way faster game, and that still really didn't rely on fast travel either. But The Witcher just felt faster, which I don't know if it's a smaller map or what. I'm sure it's a smaller map. Someone's probably gonna fact check me on that, but I mean, The Witcher felt faster. Horizon is a way smaller map. Wow. That still felt faster.
That's way really fast. Yep.
I don't know. I mean, I totally understand what you're saying.
I would almost say was a little faster paced, even though it's kind of you don't really do anything in it.
And even the running.
I get what Rockstar is going for, so I'm okay with it. It's just like
I wish there was a way to speed it up. Like you wish.
Not even that. It's just I wish I had more time to play it. Like sit down for a couple hours and just play.
Dude, check this out. I'm literally unemployed and I don't go to school, or I graduated. That probably sounds way better.
I dropped out.
I don't go to school. I'm like, dumbass, I just graduated. And I don't even have enough time to play this game. I play an entire afternoon on literally Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, how much did you accomplish?
Like probably definitely not even double-digit missions on either day.
That's what I'm saying. That's like I feel like
so how am I gonna have time for this game? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
I'm almost playing this game like a Fallout game where I'm just not even almost paying attention to the story unless I have to, and then just wandering around finding stuff.
This is what I'm gonna say. Don't let the I guess the what's the word, the scope of the game like deter you. Like, don't think, I'll never get to all this thing, so I won't play.
Part of the gameplay is just finding random shit.
Yeah, it's really just like, don't let it intimidate you. It is intimidating. I will 100% agree with that, but like, just enjoy it.
All right, let's get
moving on to the other AAA game we've been playing. Yeah, a lot of Black Ops.
Black Ops 4.
Anthony, start.
I
What you been playing? What modes have you been delving into
Have
most?
you been
I've
playing a
really
lot
only been
other
playing
than the stream?
multiplayer.
Okay, MP.
Okay.
We played a lot of Blackout on stream. We got 2 wins for the day, right?
Yeah.
I got a participation
2
trophy
wins.
with you and Jeff,
Yeah.
and then you and I.
I got a final kill and unlocked a skin on Extra Life. That was pretty baller, honestly.
And you did have a previous win before, because I remember you died
No,
immediately, and then Miguel and I.
But that
I
was
think
before though. It was...
Yeah, that might have been the beta. Actually, that was the beta. I think.
Or maybe it was the beta.
No, you had a win because you checked after.
No, I
Trophy,
currently to this recording have 1 quad win, and it was on the stream.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
Maybe I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And then we also played with Mr. Gravy 17 and one of his buddies, who is a level 49 in Blackout.
Yep.
That's insane.
I don't know how
so
like
much.
the average listener. I don't know if you know how much it takes to get to level 49.
How many hours?
No.
How many days?
I mean, it's like we've been playing multiplayer. He's been playing Blackout pretty much. So things.
I guess, but
like,
you still gotta get.
I'm level 20 right now. I'm 20
No.
Blackout. I just got the first.
I think I'm like level 12. I think.
And that's
For listeners who don't know, the way you level up in Blackout is based on wins and kills. So even if you play a shitload, you could
placing
still...
top 15 in solo, placing top 5 in squads or quads.
So you could play for hours and hours and hours, but if you don't get any kills and you stay in a house until you're 30th and then you die, you're not raking up.
Yeah, ranking up is actually legitimately 100% skill based in Blackout.
Yep, which is nice. Oh, not skill based.
Well, I mean, placing top 5.
If you have a 9-bang. If you had a 9-bang.
Oh, segue.
Segue, real quick question from Jay Jericho. He says
Facebook.com/group/PS Best Friends, where you can put your questions for the show. Jake Jericho says.
Yes.
Nice.
Just read that 9-bang are being removed from Blackout. How do you feel about this? About that? It's awesome. Because every time when I had it and I'm dropping it, it's fucking great because it's a free kill. But when I'm getting affected with it and you can't do anything, it's pretty much just put the controller down because you're dead.
What's the biggest issue with the 9-bang?
What is curious to me is that I kind of always thought since the launch of the game that the cluster grenade was if not more overpowered, then at least as overpowered as the 9-bang.
Cluster grenade is in my nightmares.
In multiplayer, it could be, but not in
in Blackout it is.
In Blackout, you throw a cluster in a house that another person even has seen, and he's dead.
That's a kill. I just think that this is an example. Both need to be fixed. I think so. Don't think I'm saying the 9-bang shouldn't be fixed, because I do think it is, and I'm glad they removed it. But it's just interesting how the community picked one thing to complain about instead of
it's because, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. Why?
I mean, I guess you at least have the indicator for the grenade,
and you're able to get out of the way. And with the 9-bang, it was if your screen was white, you're pretty much dead. And if the guy has a clean shot on you, you're dead. You can't do anything.
Wait, hold on.
You couldn't go prone. You couldn't like aim or anything. You just
spray.
You're able to shoot, spray, and maybe hit him once or twice, but that was it. You were dead. And with the,
so it's like a mix of concussion and flash.
Yeah, it was like a flash, pretty much. It's just you got flash, and your screen was white for.
And you can't move though.
And you could just move a little bit, but you couldn't go prone, you couldn't aim, you couldn't do anything else. So it was like pretty much, you got hit with that, you're done.
The only reason I say that the cluster grenade is at least as overpowered is because the cluster grenade can kill you itself, whereas the 9-bang, it still requires them to...
You still need a gun. You still need bolts.
Like, let's say you're in a building, they throw a 9-bang and you're on the top floor, they're rushing into the bottom floor, they don't know where you are, it can possibly wear off. You know what I mean? So I think both need to be fixed. I'm not saying that I think it's good that they took it out and that they're going to fix it. I just think that the cluster grenade might need to be looked at too.
I don't agree with that. I think it's fine. The concussion grenade got buffed. So people are using that instead of the 9-bang now.
That's funny.
Well, the difference is the cluster grenade or the concussion grenade just goes off once and that's it. The 9-bang goes off 9 times and like moves around as it goes off. So.
Yeah.
Speaking of things, you have any more on the 9-bang?
Yeah, not on the 9-bang, but overall blackout overall. But the experience without it I told you guys. I think I told you guys in the morning when we were talking. I can see the difference really quick because I played a couple games yesterday night, like 4 of them or 5, and I won 2. And I'm like, oh, nobody has 9 bank. I couldn't find a 9 bank. I didn't know why until I like read in the morning that they took it out. I'm like, huh, it just made my life easier. Which, yeah, it'll be easier for me to win.
Do you have 10 wins? You have that trophy?
Not yet. I think I'm at 8.
Yeah, I'm at 4.
I won a lot more in the beta. I think I had like 11 in the beta, 11 or 12.
Jesus.
Speaking of things they took out of Blackout, let's switch over to things they added. With the Blightfather update, not update, event.
I'm not gonna lie, I legitimately thought it was called a Blight Daddy.
Oh, BD's
Blight Daddy. When I read Blight Father, I was like, "What is this? A fucking Bloodborne boss?"
me and my zombie crew, shout out Timmy Changa, call them BDs now rather than Blight Daddy. So you gotta say it real fast. But Blightfather event has activated, is their word on this little picture of theirs, on November 6th at 10 a.m. and will end November 3rd, 10 a.m. So you could find that in the top right section of the map, as well as adding the 4 chaos skins. Character missions to the multiplayer, to the Blackout map, so you can now find their
those missions are ongoing. It's just the Blightfather thing that's going to go away.
Correct, yeah. But the Blightfather, you kill him, he's extremely difficult.
Now, does he spawns in the graveyard?
Yeah. Most of the time he spawns in the graveyard. He can't spawn anywhere else, but like some matches it takes him like 5 minutes to spawn, and it's bullshit. But some matches are he's straight up there,
and it takes a lot.
Yeah, don't even try solo. Bullets. Quads,
but if you kill him, he drops like 2 or 3 armor, 3 level 3.
Yeah, when we killed him, we got like a couple level 3 armors, a ray gun, like 3 operator guns, a quest item for character.
Maybe
they also added it's pretty much reskinned not flashbangs, Molotov cocktails and reskinned cluster bombs, the acid grenade and the wraithfire from the zombies mode. So new items and Blackout as well.
It's better than the beta.
Maybe that's a stream that we'll do in a couple weeks.
100%. But yeah, anyone here been playing multiplayer? Because they did that Passover as well this week.
I did play some multiplayer. It's really annoying how the game plays worse the more people you have in your party.
Interesting.
Because it makes it less fun, which is annoying because I like playing with Miguel and Tay and you and whoever else wants to play.
So
when I play just me and Tay, it's fine. I don't know if it's because we're on the same network, maybe.
Yeah.
And sometimes when Miguel and I play together, sometimes it's fine. Sometimes he's having issues. Sometimes I'm having issues. It's just
like
weird.
Like in the stream, I was saying when we're playing, like this is why I like playing by myself most of the time.
Yeah.
Because every time I play by myself, like the server is fine for me. Every time I'm playing with a party, especially if they're not around my area, usually more times than not, it's just bad experience. There's people lagging. There's people just jumping, skipping over the place.
Yeah, and I don't know I don't know how they correct that on the back end either. I don't know.
It's the net code. That's what it is, and I mean, they're not gonna fix it.
Well, why would they when the game's selling
exactly
plus whatever $1 million?
You could notice really quick when it's happening because the same guy keeps killing you, and he's really choppy for you. But when you see the kill cam, he's perfect. And it's just like, you can't do anything with that.
Yeah. Is this the game? No, that was Red Dead. Damn, I was gonna say, is this the game they said did 750 million? But no.
Oh, I was thinking Red Dead. I don't know why I said that. I was thinking Red Dead.
Wait, how much did this sell?
500
mil.
The first 3 days. With all those numbers or whatever, we were talking about something in the morning that you're saying that the game is now worth $100.
Oh, okay.
Explain that to me really quick.
You don't. That's you don't start with that part of the argument.
Yeah, that's like middle of the conversation that you're going.
No.
That's taking my tweets out of context.
Your tweets. It wasn't tweets.
No. So right now.
Comments.
Okay, so we got multiplayer, we got Blackout, and now let's move over to zombies. Zombies is in an interesting state right now.
I played just for your info. I played the Titanic map.
Voyage of Despair.
Yeah, dude, it was fun, but god damn it, you cannot farm armies in that fucking map. Like it's
That's
just
what I thought originally. And by the
clusterfuck.
way, addendum to my video review, I say that it's too tight and it's not really a spacious map. I was doing a round run, a run for rounds with my friends the other day, and I figured out that
they are spacey. I'm sure you gotta
three
like
spaces that you can easily trade, and it's actually very
But if
fun.
you don't know the
I
map,
have time to like it.
yeah,
You have to. I mean, that's always the case.
I really like Voyage of Despair.
I like it.
Voyage
I
of
was
Despair
having
is
fun
great.
playing with you and Timmy.
So let me segue into the negative. So just to start it off, we did an Easter egg run, me, Dultizo, and Timichanga, on Voyage of Despair. At the end, we died. It wasn't the game's fault. The game didn't crash. So I would have honestly preferred that. So it would have been like, this is the game, not my fault. But I'd have to take fault on that one. But the game's over, and after a 5-hour match, it says the time you played, it gave us 78 the fucking funny money, the premium currency that you buy the loot boxes
Funny
with.
money.
No,
Yeah, whatever the new Liquid Divinium
They're called
is.
Nebulum Plaza. I still call them Liquid
Plasma.
Divinium because it was the Black Ops 3 name.
Yeah, it's like the same shit.
So I literally get enough for one spin, which equates to 3 consumable elixirs that range from shit ass to pretty good, and 1 talisman that ranges from an extra grenade at the beginning of the map to starting the game with a gun. Cool ideas, but once again, if you watch my video, they're implemented poorly in the game. So after 5 hours, one loot box, it's like there's such a disconnect between the economy in the game to like how to actually play it. And Treyarch has just made no mention of this, hasn't even acknowledged the microtransaction system in this game. So right off the bat, that's reason one why I think it's not worth it's not a $60 game that just costs more because of all these added bonuses. And honestly, I'm kind of going really long with this whole rant, so I'll just cut it off here. There are still too many crashes, and they figured out how to do.
I actually haven't had a crash in a while, to be honest.
They are getting better. They are fixing it, so I'll give them that. But the most recent biggest news that kind of spurred the huge community outroar is that the classified one of the maps, the Easter egg was found, and the Easter egg final cutscene was found. And the way to get to it is get 150 rounds, and then the game just ends and cuts to a cutscene. And the only way to get to 150 rounds without the game crashing, because literally get above 100, the game will crash, is if you glitch it and you make the game think that it's in an infinite dog round, or not infinite dog round, that every round is a dog round and there's only like 5 dogs that spawn per round and they're all insta-kills. So you glitch it, you get up to 150 of just meleeing dogs for about an hour, and then you get a cutscene. I honestly don't think that's the right Easter egg step, and I think that's just a huge glitch in the game that they need to fix and like wire the freaking Easter egg steps to be correctly, Easter egg steps.
Okay.
But yeah.
So that's not how it's supposed to be done. That's the workaround for it.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, with that, does that make sense to anyone? Because the community is making it like it makes sense. But does it make sense that there is a map that if you get to round 150, it ends and shows you a cutscene? You can't get past 150. They openly said that there's 1,000 waves in the map. Like it'll go up. It used to be 255. Now it's 1024. And
all right,
if the game just fucking ends at 150, that would make no sense.
Okay, you done?
Either way, rant over.
Then it was
you let me go on for too long on that one.
When we were talking, but were you guys really thought that the game was done when they released the game?
No.
Okay.
No.
Obviously,
okay. That's the only thing I want to know, because
clearly
the game,
clearly not. Maybe multiplayer,
it's
but otherwise,
not even multiplayer. But it's clear to me
any multiplayer game is going to have balancing post launch. So that's
okay. I'll give you that.
Not balancing performance is a huge issue.
Well, yeah,
I mean, overall,
the net code and the server's running at 20 hertz. That was unacceptable.
The game was not ready to launch when it launched. Can we agree on that?
Yeah. I'm still glad that it's just out in the wild now, though, and they're just because Battlefield is fucked for just waiting. You know what I mean?
Because it's not ready. The game's not ready. It's not gonna have enough content for $60.
That's the thing is I do think that Black Ops.
Wait, really? You don't think Battlefield 5 has enough content? It has like a full 5-6 hour story.
Yeah, but no one cares anymore except for Colin Moriarty.
I love first-person shooter stories. Oh, come on! Don't.
In Battlefield, though, did you beat all the Battlefield one?
Yeah, I thought they were fantastic. I wish they were longer.
I played like half of them.
Oh, really? Oh, dude, those are Miguel. Did you? I know Miguel doesn't play single player stories in FPSs.
Well, it depends. Like if the game is a single player game like Wolfenstein,
we're moving out of
Duty.
Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back.
Yeah,
no, wait.
That's real back in.
Wait. the game was not ready and it's still not ready.
Black Ops 4 we're talking about.
Yes, Black Ops 4. Just think about the tier system, how they dropped it, and they're still trying to figure out how to rank up or whatever.
A double tier level.
Exactly. For zombies, all the crashes, all the bugs, all the bullshit that people are dealing with. Like you said, the problem with gaining the plasma, whatever the fuck's called, plasma, whatever.
Plasmodium.
You should be getting a lot more if you're playing 5 hours.
Also, by the way, the plasma correct and XP in the thing. The XP is also very low. But
okay. Another thing, you're playing zombies. You don't gain anything for the contraband.
Completely separate ecosystem.
It's so dumb.
Why? Wait, zombies doesn't count towards contraband?
No, it doesn't count.
Nope,
that's so fucked.
And they said they might add it. They might add it. The single player, whatever it is, the cutscenes look amazing, but the actual playing is.
I really want to play it, by the way. I really do.
Like the game
it looks so bad.
Somewhere, do you guys remember that guy that tweeted what they wanted to do, but they had to scrap it and do what they did now?
For what?
And for Black Ops 4, before the reveal and everything, there was this guy that tweeted.
It was Bond.
No, it wasn't Bond. It was a guy, and then he got destroyed, and then he was like, "Oh no, it's not true, it's not true." And then Jason Schreier came out like a week later and like, "Oh, it is true."
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, "Oh," like at that point, I knew the game was gonna be fucked from the beginning. Yeah. I still like the multiplayer and everything.
It definitely needs to be fixed, but I don't think it's so far gone.
You're telling me the campaign, whatever the campaign was gonna be.
Oh, well, the
multiplayer was going to be something different than what it is right now.
Garbage.
The multiplayer was going to be something different than what it is now.
You think so? Ooh, I think the multiplayer was going to be exactly what
it was.
I think it was going to be something way different.
No,
just
you have to think
about the specialists. Just think about the specialists and what they said they wanted to do something like Overwatch. Just think about it, especially with Torque. With the guys they added that
I would say it's still similar enough to Overwatch, but still a Call of Duty.
I think
flavor.
It's going to be a lot more like Overwatch than.
I think it took a literally codified, I guess.
Remember when Overwatch. The rumors were that people played the test and they said,
and those rumors are true, and it currently is like Overwatch in that way.
No, and they told them to you need to make it more like COD. And Activision told them to make it more like COD because it was feeling a lot more like Overwatch.
I don't know. I
think that's just standard development.
Yeah, that.
And Black Ops came out probably closer towards the end of the cycle of the game.
Yeah,
and then zombies. I feel like Classified was added when they decided that there was not gonna be a campaign because that map it seemed like it had a lot more crashes, a lot more bugs, especially. Like the Easter egg, 150. You can't even, like you said, you can't even play normally to get to 150 because it crashes. I feel that game was.
You're so right. Just watch the cutscene. Did you see the cutscene for the end of Classified?
No, I didn't.
I haven't.
It's so bare. It's like did they do this like in one day?
That's how it feels like.
It's like one room. It takes place. It's like one
room. Characters aren't responding where they totally should. Like it's like, wait, why didn't you just say anything? It's like, oh, obviously they want to pay for the video.
Like I feel like hey, we don't have a campaign. We gotta do something else. Like let's Mob of the Dead. Let's do something with that and Classified.
The Blood of the Dead remake was definitely always in it because that's so crucial to the story and like connected to the comics. But yeah, Classified.
Like they added that, and they were like, oh, we need something else, and they just put that together and slap it in the season, and like hopefully people don't get into it like right now because we know it's fucked. And that guy I
don't know. It's there's so much contradictions
because the guy that the zombie guy, what's his name? Like Jason the main guy. Okay, he hasn't talked at all, bro.
But he never does though. That's his thing.
Come on, dude. If you know the game is just messed up with zombies, especially, it's like, come on, you need to say something. Like at least sorry. We're sorry that the game is at this point.
Yeah.
Like I know he doesn't say anything. The only thing he needs to say, I'm sorry, we're sorry, we're gonna fix it. That's the only thing.
When I saw the headline today, they dropped the zombie development team update, and I saw the title. I'm like, oh, thank God this came out right before we recorded, because so I don't sound like an idiot saying that they need to come out and do all this thing. And then I read the fucking thing, and it's the most disappointing letter I've ever seen. It's from the Treyarch Zombies team. It's all signed. It reads like a PR letter.
It is.
Like,
that's what it is.
So fake. And it's just saying, oh, we love the game too, and we're trying to fix it, and we have new technologies that are going to fix it. My fucking voice is straining some water. And it's just like, what? No, this is.
He needed to come to Twitter or Reddit exactly and actually him.
So basically, they have no idea what they're doing.
No, they have an idea. No. They have an idea because they're playing such cleat up with this like PR statement. But it's like, yo, you guys got to acknowledge what we're saying. Like, you have to say, like,
I'm sure they know.
And this is an issue, and we're fixing it. Not, hey, we want to make it better, because there's a big difference between those two things.
Yeah, but Jeffrey, what time is it? Tell me the time.
It is time for the Islander report.
There'll be some news.
We always do this whenever there's not enough news. We
just ramble, and it's great. Great episode, bro. Great episode.
We ramble for a good amount. There are a couple items on the list.
Yes, they are. A captain's count. It feels like a captain's count.
First up, a couple of games added to the download feature, part of PSN Now games. You get Baja Edge of Control HD. Honestly, these games I don't even know what I'm reading these.
Pretty much the main one is Mafia 3. They added Mafia 3 on
Mafia 3.
No, Battle Chasers Night War is a really, really good.
Loco Roco Remastered. Shouts out Steep. Yeah. If you want to try Steep and you have a PS Now subscription but not good internet.
Harvest Moon, which is cool. It's
the PS2 one, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Destroy All Humans. Do you guys play those games? I thought they were hilarious.
Yeah.
They're a little dated now if you go back and play them.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, no, they were fun when I played them.
Yep.
If you have that nostalgia still.
And all those games that they just added, you can download them and actually play from the PS4, which is nice.
Without having a good internet connection.
Yeah. Yes.
Also announced this week, kind of leaked actually. I mean, according to the IGN article I was reading it.
I mean, the game leaked it. So
yeah, in the game menu in Spider-Man, you could find out what the next DLC is. The City That Never Sleeps. Is the title of the whole DLC series, but this one's called
for Spider-Man, right?
What is it? No, fuck, we don't have the name. It's whatever. It's featuring Hammerhead. I forgot. Turf Wars. And it's coming out November 20th, and it's Hammerhead, not Rhino, which I thought I read, but I didn't. Excited. I still got to play the Blackout one, like I was saying earlier, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until it's all out, but
I bet you're gonna get
too much free to play right now. Where if it'll be like the Final Fantasy 15 DLC situation, where it's like I want to play it, but I'm in the middle of other shit, so I'm gonna boot it up, play it for 10 minutes, and then not go back to it. So I'm gonna wait until I'm ready for it. But I am excited to play it though.
Next up, talk about Rockstar again. Red Dead officially shipped 17 million more copies since its release on October 26th. Oh wait, no, not 17 million more. I was mixing up with the figures. Total, it sold 17 million, but
it's shipped.
It shipped 17 million, true. Copies, but it made 750 million. The two difference.
That's on 3 days, so they still haven't clarified how much have they made after that. So I'm sure they're over easily $1 billion.
Why wouldn't they say when they hit $1 billion then? I don't know. Gosh.
I mean, stock reasons probably, stock market stuff.
In other stock market stuff, not at all, but Fortnite and the NFL are teaming up to allow Fortnite players to dress up as their favorite teams in game. So you could buy the whole uniform. You
can buy pretty much all the 32 teams are going to be there. You're going to be able to buy
the jersey, you put your own number on it.
Yeah, you put the number and yeah.
Could you customize it with the name?
There's going to be probably not
just a number.
There's going to be so many Juju Smith-Schuster like picks after this when it comes out.
I wonder what team you see the most. Like, you can see a lot of Patriot guys. You can see, like,
I guess
Patriots are really only. I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of Juju just because he's popular with Fortnite. Like non-football fans are gonna buy Steelers jerseys just to wear Juju's number.
You have the price of these or no?
I really do not think so.
Juju Smith-Schuster is so huge with the Fortnite community. Are you kidding me?
You're gonna buy whoever is the best team playing right now.
Oh, the Bears.
What are you guys talking about? They're gonna buy the team they like.
There's a lot of people that don't watch
Casuals are going to buy the Patriots and then Juju Smith-Schuster Steelers jerseys.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. If you're a Fortnite fan and you like football,
okay, wait. Yes, I agree. For the people that follow football, we'll buy the fucking thing. You their own team.
You're underestimating the power of Juju and the Kamehameha.
I hope they
back in the power of Juju back in the day.
No comment.
Hack in the power of Juju. You know, that was a Nickelodeon published game, actually.
Yeah.
I hope that Fortnite releases like numbers on what teams hold the best and stuff like that. Because I think that'd be pretty funny.
It'll be Cowboys, Niners,
That'd
Steelers.
be cool. A little voting
That's
system, maybe.
the Cowboys.
Cowboys, Niners, Steelers. If you're going just purely on team popularity.
Did you guys see the cube thing at all? I actually watched it. I was home.
I don't care. I'm done with Fortnite.
I could not give any less fucks about.
It was cool. It exploded. Everyone like went inside a cube. There was a cute little cinematic where like everyone's characters like held a butterfly or some shit, and then it teleported them back into the map, and there was a big change in Lou Lake. The whole it's like
whenever they change the building, I might go back to it.
Next, by the way, you could build up.
Blackout is out. I am done.
And you could jump off because you could redeploy your umbrella at any time. You know.
And speaking of what other games I would rather play than Fortnite,
it appears that Player Unknown's Battlegrounds will be coming to PS4
on my segue.
After a year of Xbox One console exclusivity, if the PS4 game database is any indication. A user on the PSN Profiles forum spotted that information about PUBG was present on Sony servers, including a content ID code for North America and European versions, as well as images. No surprise, year of exclusivity.
I think we all kind of called it that December was probably when the year exclusivity of PUBG was up on Xbox.
Major deja vu from the whole Rise of the Tomb Raider situation. No, it's exclusive. I'm telling you, it's only coming to Xbox, and then he literally a year later, December, shows up. So
and these are people in PS4 are gonna get
another example of Microsoft helping build the console version of the game, and then Sony being like, "Okay, we'll take it." A year later,
I hate that the only fucking console I can play all my zombies on is Xbox One. It's like so annoying that if I ever want to play Black Ops 2, I have to go downstairs and play on my Xbox rather than just playing with my PS.
I mean, you got Chronicles, so
what's missing from Black Ops 2 that's not in Chronicles?
Transit, Die Rise, Buried, Call of the Dead, and Nuketown Zombies.
So you have PS3?
I have on PS3.
Nuketown Zombies, forgot about that.
In Nuketown Zombies. Nuketown Zombies is supposedly rumored to come out this month along with Nuketown for multiplayer. I think it's a fall rumor, but if Nuketown Zombies as a free map.
Nuketown
add more maps.
Nuketown as a multiplayer map is 100% coming, but
yeah, that's confirmed.
Yeah, adding it as a zombie map at the same time would be cool.
That'd be
just for free. Yeah.
Not me, daddy. Next up, Blizzard has announced that its newest hero being added to Overwatch is Ashe, who was heavily featured during the McCree animated short highlighted at BlizzCon 2018. Honestly, like how you're all about Fortnite, I kind of feel that way towards Overwatch. Not as much, but I don't know. Ashe can call upon Bob, her robotic fellow gang member, as part of her ultimate. Ashe is the leader of the Deadlock Gang.
See, Overwatch to me, I never want to really hardcore play it anymore. But for some reason,
it seems like it's fun to just jump in there once in a while.
Jump in and play Fortnite. I don't have fun playing.
Not anymore.
I don't think people really have fun playing Fortnite. I think that they play it just because they feel obligated. I mean, now because the battle passes and skins and shit.
It was fun at the beginning.
Season 2 and 3 was fun. Yeah.
Now with all the changes, it's just not. I think people play it just because it's big.
Yeah, and Overwatch is vacuum. Like it is fun to just play a match of Overwatch. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I a little different than you because I still enjoy playing Overwatch when I play from time to time, but I'm kind of over, I guess, the hype.
Yeah, me too. No, me too. I don't really go to that well often, but when I do, I have fun for a couple matches and then I get out.
Now it's
still shout out Pharaoh for life.
Before we move on to the next thing, I have a couple more things I want to say about BlizzCon.
Okay.
Well, I'm just glad to see that they're actually supporting a game that came out a couple years ago, 3-4 years ago. Yeah, dude. I'm glad they're still supporting and they're adding content.
It had to the game. I mean,
I know that, but I'm just glad that someone's doing it right how it should be. Instead of
that's okay. So that's gonna get to my point of BlizzCon is
I don't know. Imagine Call of Duty was like Overwatch.
Just one game. It's just one game.
Great. Came out in 2013.
Every 3 years. I'd be fine with every 3 years. Not just drop stuff for every 3 years.
Even every 2 would be so much better.
Imagine that every 3 and each developer had a 9-year cycle.
Oh my god!
And the games will still be broke.
Oh my god, they would still run at 20 hertz servers.
I love fucking Call of Duty. I just want to be able to play it. That's it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Where it's like I'm having, and multiplayer I think is the cleanest of the 3 modes.
Yeah,
as
even
of
though
now.
I did crash. I did
solo.
crash in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just a couple more things of note for BlizzCon, because this is the only thing in the doc, just because they're not directly Sony related, but
yeah, what's that Hearthstone?
Diablo Immortal,
I was right.
was announced.
I was right.
Where it was not a Diablo 4 announcement. There was it was rumored that they pulled a Diablo 4 tease, which Blizzard has.
And
now,
it was a big mistake.
Which Blizzard has now confirmed that that was not a thing. Someone made that up.
No, hold on. Wait, hold on. Clarify. Yeah, I'll say what happened was Blizzard said we are working on Diablo 4, but we never pulled it. We made the video.
They never. Yeah.
They said that it was the argument. The clarification was over if the scheduling essentially.
Yeah.
But that's
they are working.
The game is not ready to be revealed yet.
People were expecting,
but Jason's sources,
Blizzard's
sources still say though that it was planned for the end. Just to finalize that.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Yeah,
but so Diablo Immortal was announced. Apparently, it's
a mobile game, right?
It's a mobile game, and early hands-on impressions from the BlizzCon floor are not impressive. They didn't say it's bad, but they say it's just kind of like it's fine, and it's not really what anyone wants. I do think it's a little fucked up that people were straight booing the reveal, because it's like people worked on this. You know what I mean? Like, on the show floor, it's like I don't know. I don't really like that.
I saw a quick. I sent it to you guys. A quick highlight of like the stuff that happened on that review, and it's funny to me that people actually, when it got revealed and nobody clapped, and the guy that was announcing was like waiting for the claps, but like he was like, oh, like he knew there was something wrong.
Yeah,
and from there
just think
on,
this is the wrong. BlizzCon was the wrong place for that announcement. I think. I mean. You could have did that announcement at PAX. You could have did that announcement at the Game Awards. You could have did that announcement at, a number of different events that weren't BlizzCon. One of the other podcasts I listened to called The Angry Chicken, which is a Hearthstone podcast, but they kind of said it best. This is kind of just another Blizz. It's just kind of the year of no announcements, and it's kind of just like, hey, what's going on with Blizzard games? That's that kind of BlizzCon it was, and that's fine. But casual people kind of got hyped up to think that there was going to be some kind of Diablo 4 announcement with
there were rumors.
But anyone that knows Blizzard knew Diablo 4 was not getting announced, and that was kind of like widely known that like casual fans like, oh, maybe it's Diablo 4, but it's like Diablo 3 just came out on Switch. They would not announce Diablo 4 right now.
I don't know, bro.
So Diablo Immortal, that's a whole thing. Hearthstone has a new expansion called Rastakhan's Rumble. Which takes place in the Gorobashi Arena. It looks kind of interesting, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Waiting to see. Expansion 3s are never really that great. Cobalt was okay last year, so waiting to see how that goes. That's going to be the first week of December. And then there's a new Heroes of the Storm character announced. I don't play Heroes, so I don't keep up with it. And then just more World of Warcraft kind of patched notes. And it's like the Battle for Azeroth kind of content. I from what I'm hearing from one of my friends is that it's just a mess right now with Battle for Azeroth. They haven't fixed some of the so basically there's an artifact that you have that allows you to kind of modify your gear, and it's been broken since the launch of Battle for Azeroth, and they haven't fixed it. So like imagine in Destiny, Jeff, remember when there was what was in Destiny 1? What was the thing that you could equip under your mark?
An artifact.
An artifact. Okay, so imagine you're like, I don't know, just gonna throw out a number. I don't remember what the power levels were back then, or light, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Imagine like you're supposed to be 300, but you can only find power level 160 artifacts, and that kept fucking everything else up. It's kind of like that, but way more extreme, because WoW is way more min-maxy than Destiny. And so like that
operates are just fucked, sounds like.
Yeah, like my friend, she's supposed to be a 130, level 130 for the raid, and like for the heroic raid, and just can't get to 130. Like they're just stuck at like 120 2 or something. So like they're just fucked. So
and now
fucking the heroic raids.
This patch fixed it, or
I don't know. They kind of detailed some stuff coming. Apparently they play Alliance, but apparently the Horde story is just nothing but trolls, and so like the raids are just all troll raids. So why'd you have
to remind me that the artifact existed? What the fuck, man?
Dude, Destiny that fucked me up in Destiny better than Destiny for like a long time. I couldn't find like a better artifact. Like I had to keep grinding Eris Morn quests on the fucking on the what's the fucking the Dark Bullet? Not Dark Bullet.
That was for the Ghost, I think. The Archon's Forge or the Prison of Elders.
No. On the what's Oryx's ship?
Dreadnought.
Yeah, I don't remember. Oryx, yeah. Well, the Court of Oryx. Yeah, like I kept on to grind Court of Oryx, and it's so annoying.
No, I'm just looking, and it's like, why wasn't this in Destiny 2? I mean, shouts out to Destiny. I played a little at the beginning of last week to start a holiday quest, but I mean,
talking about Destiny, you guys think Bryce Harper is gonna go to the Yankees?
Bryce Harper will be a Yankee.
I don't know what jersey he'll be wearing, but I know whenever he gets that jersey, he will be on the cover of MLB The Show 19, releasing on March 26, 2019 for the PS4. They're doing some hype thing. This is a new story. You didn't realize based off our amazing segue. They're doing like a what jersey will he wear type of promotion thing, and cool. He's the cover athlete.
I mean, he always wanted to be a Yankee since he started, so
yeah, like he was a Yankee fan.
Yeah. So we'll see. They're trying to get him. It seems so.
They're saying they might have to trade Stanton.
Yeah.
With Stanton's a better power hitter, but I think Harper's just a better player overall.
Not last year.
Well, especially in the playoffs. So don't get me started.
All right, Mr. Yankee fan.
It's not time to watch the Yankees because it's time to let you know what new games you can go play right now because it's the weekend playlist. Here are the new releases from November 6th through November 9th. First up, we have 11-11 Memories Retold. PS4 Digital. Carnival Games, PS4 Digital
Didn't this
Retail.
came out like some time ago? Like I remember seeing this.
Carnival Games
it was like a PS3 move game, wasn't it?
And like it was a Wii game. Carnival Games is 2K's like mini game family collection thing.
Okay.
When I saw this, I thought this was like some like reboot, like remaster of the first one because it's like they used to have like a bunch of subtitles, but I don't know. Maybe it's just a plot games as a service.
Mm-hmm.
Deracine, PS4 Digital Retail, GameStop only at retail. I found that very interesting. This is the From Software PSVR exclusive game. It's told by the maker of Bloodborne and Demon Souls, so that shouts out. That seems cool. Or I don't know how creative, but I think he's a producer. Either way, check it out. Grip, PS4 Digital Retail. Jagged Alliance, that got crossed out. That was interesting. Neko Para, Volume 1, PS4 Digital. Noir Chronicles, City of Crime, PS4. Doesn't say digital or physical. That's a cool typo. Omen of Sorrow, PS4 Digital Retail. Road Redemption, PS4 Digital. The Shape-Shifting Detective, PS4 Digital, somehow Retail. Skytime, PS4 Digital. Star Bear Taxi, PSVR Digital, available in the US and Canada only, so Max goes out of luck on Star Bear Taxi. Steel Rats, PS4 Digital. Siren, PS4 PSVR Digital. Tetris Effect, pick of the week, of course. PS4 Digital Retail. The Forest, PS4 Digital.
The Forest is a cool survivor game. Just sounds like that.
I have heard of this, and I'll take your word on that. That's cool. First person survival horror simulator. Timber Tennis versus PS4 Digital. Transpose PSVR Digital, and that's it. PlayStation Music, Tenacious D released their new album Post Apocalypto. It's also in animated film form on YouTube. I highly recommend watching it. It is so funny, so good. They did all the art, they did all the music. It's really good.
Who did?
Jack Black and Kyle Gass.
So you're telling me they did?
Yeah. Oh, it's very shitty art, but it's like it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very shitty art. I like it.
Yeah.
I allow it.
I think the idea was that they weren't like up for acting because they're so fucking like Kyle Gass is like 60 and Jack Black's like 51 or something. So I guess this was their way out, just doing VO.
I allow it. Why not? Anthony, you want to read our question for tonight?
Yeah. So On to the CQC, which is the community question corner. We have one question this week outside of Jake Jericho's from earlier in the episode, and that is from guess who? Patreon supporter Nathaniel Hicks from the Facebook group, which is facebook.com/groups/PSBestFriends. Nate says, are there certain video game soundtracks that make you instinctively want to play that game again? What are your favorite soundtracks? This came up when I was changed my theme on PS4 to the Horizon theme. Although I beat the game recently, hearing the music made me want to go back and play it again. I have been listening to the Messenger soundtrack nonstop. Some older ones, just because I know I won't shut up about that game recently. Mass Effect 2, I think, was great.
Nice.
I don't know. You guys have any? There's a bunch more that I'm trying to think of, but I'll give you guys.
You guys know what game had Billie Jean from Michael Jackson's Billie Jean?
Billie Jean, Vice City.
Yes.
Nice.
Dude, every time I hear that song on the radio or like. I've been hearing. I'm like, I have a playlist for Michael Jackson that I've been listening this week just because it reminds me of that game. And like every time I hear it, like I want to play that fucking game.
Was there a Queen song in Vice City? Yeah. Which because I just saw.
I don't remember which one, but yeah. Dude, that game was so good, dude. God damn it!
I wish I played it. I really wish I played it.
You never played Vice City?
Oh my!
Never played Vice City, and
dude,
I feel like if I play it now,
on the PSN, just go buy.
Just the playlist is just worth it.
No, you got to play it on because it's not updated for iPhone 10. You got to.
No, but either way, I feel like I just wouldn't have any. I feel like it would just play because I did GTA 3. Like
I mean, it does play like shit.
Years after. I feel like it just wouldn't have the same.
Oh no, it wouldn't. But
I guess the next GTA needs to be in Vice City, man. It has to.
Ooh, imagine. Go back to the 80s. I would like to see a new era of like I would like to see 70, I don't know, something like whatever, new. A 90s GTA maybe. Music though, I feel like Miguel might agree with this because I know you're a big fan, but Zelda. Any Zelda music, specifically Ocarina of Time. I hear that and I
mean there are other Zelda games outside of Breath of the Wild, Miguel. I don't know what you're laughing about.
Wait, I thought he loves Ocarina of Time. All Zeldas? Wait, no way. I feel like you liked one Zelda.
No, I don't like no one.
Oh, wow.
You're a scumbag. I don't. How do you not like Ocarina of Time?
They all suck.
How do you not like Ocarina of Time? You're just a fucking contrarian. Shut up.
I guess I remember you had emotions about it. But no, yeah, anything from Ocarina of Time definitely.
I like Seasons of Ages. Maybe you're probably thinking of me because I like Zelda. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I feel you on that though. The Ocarina of Time soundtrack was great.
And then second, Gary Scheinman is the man. I feel like I brought him up on this fucking podcast, but BioShock 1 soundtrack is fire. Yes. I hear any of those songs, and I just want to jump back in.
Final Fantasy 15, fantastic score. Go check that out. Octopath Traveler, very good score. I think the score might actually be better than the game itself.
What's the song in the beginning of 15?
Oh, it's a cover of "Stand By Me" by Florence and the Machine.
Yeah.
But that's like I'm excluding that. I'm talking about the actual score itself.
Yeah, I'm just wondering about that.
Yoko Shimomura, who also does Kingdom Hearts soundtracks, which are also pretty good. Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of other stuff I just can't think of. But I mean, gamey ones. The Messenger.
Did you end up watching the direct?
I would say 15,
and did you hear that song at the end?
I did not watch
the song during the cutscene. Did you even see the cutscene where everyone dies?
Yes. I watched it to the trailer.
Avengers? Oh, so you didn't fucking see the actual, you didn't hear the actual song. Oh,
it was like that video was just talking
awesome, about. That video was awesome, but no, the song in the actual video and the actual cutscene is awesome.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Quick news that just dropped. I don't know if you guys saw that like an hour ago.
Hit me.
The NPD released.
Oh, nice.
The best selling games for each of the last 23 years.
And where's that?
IGN. I'll here. Link you to it.
Because I mean, if it's best like 23 years, maybe we'll bring it up next week. We have
it's a fast. I mean, it's nothing. Yeah. It's like last year's World War II. It's pretty much Call of Duty. It's 2017. Call of Duty. 2016.
It's the top selling game from each year.
I thought it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Call of Duty, GTA, Call of Duty. The last like 10 years it's been Call of Duty, except for
since 9
GTA 5. So yeah.
2013.
Which is hilarious. San Andreas is there. A couple NFLs. Guitar Hero is there. 3. And
Guitar Hero 3 was the best set. You know why, by the way? I
Uh-huh.
bet. Let me try skimming. I want to say it's based off of dollars. No, it might not be. It doesn't seem like it is. I'm trying to skim this article because
Rock
you have to
Band is
remember
there,
GTA
for some
3
surprise.
was sold with a bundle. It's by $100 for that.
Rock Band is there in 2008.
So
Wait,
then it
what?
might be,
Something came out. A big game came out in 2008, right?
Gears of War 2, Fallout 3, Far Cry 2,
2007,
World
I
at
think,
War.
was the big year, right?
Was it 7 or 8?
7 was Galaxy, Modern Warfare 1, Mass Effect. Not Rock Band, right? Guitar Hero 3.
BioShock was what, 2006?
BioShock was 2007.
Oh,
But 2007 still goes down history as the best year ever. In video games.
BioShock 2007 was the 360 release?
360 release, correct?
Then PS3 was 2008. Okay.
Yep.
It's just funny to see it, and it's like the last 9 years.
No, hold up, everyone. Shouts out. Fucking first year of the millennia, 2000. Pokemon Stadium, the best-selling game of 2000.
It's Pokemon, dude. I mean, what do you expect? I'm surprised not.
What Donkey Kong? Oh, maybe 64 in 1999.
Yeah, it's 64.
Wait a minute.
What
that
a strange game
crazy.
64 was.
How the hell is the N64 having so many top-selling games when N64 barely sold? It sold less than the PS1.
We're not selling.
I don't know. Because their first-party games always sell. Let's get to the Patreon shout-outs for the week.
Oh, come on, man. I want to talk about more. That's fine, man. I see how it is, man.
Well, hold on. Actually, I mean, yeah, I do find this fascinating, by the way.
Right?
I recommend everyone check it out.
It is fascinating.
In the most recent years, Grand Theft Auto 5 overtaking a Call of Duty game. Ghost has just not performed that year, I guess. I mean,
I'm sure it did, but I mean, it's GTA 5, dude.
Hold on. What other games couldn't take down a Call of Duty in between 2009 and 2017? Do you think? Would be
what other game could have?
Didn't, like I'm saying. I'm trying to just think
didn't.
off the top of my head what big games were coming out in those years.
I'm surprised that I guess no, I'm not.
Red Dead in 2010.
I was gonna say no, Red Dead didn't sell that well at the beginning.
Yeah, no.
It sold all over the time. Odyssey, I'm surprised it's not there.
Odyssey did sell very well though,
but it's not. Yeah, they didn't overtake it because that's the only thing I could think of.
Odyssey outsold Breath of the Wild, and Breath of the Wild had the whole year
Yeah.
to sell. I always find that like also a very interesting fact.
It's Mario.
It is Mario, but yeah,
like I said, I'm surprised there's no Pokemon games other than Stadium because they always usually sell like a lot, right?
It's because they're
Like the
divided.
3DS?
I think it's 2 SKUs.
Oh, that's why.
If you combine them together, it probably would have.
Probably. Okay. Now we could move on. I was trying to like piece that together because I like every year I hear Pokemon sells so much and it's not here. So,
and then Grand Theft Auto 4 also not being there because of Rock Band. I find that wild because that did sell like crazy as well.
Oh, that was the
worst one. Fun list, fun trip down memory lane. Patreon shouts out section goes out to. Listen closely because you might find a new name in this one. Jake Malone, Nathaniel Hicks, Jack Terzi, and Tim Wooten. The new Patreon shout out of the week. Remember, you can go to patreon.com/psbestfriends to donate over the $2 level to get your own personal shout out at the end of every episode.
Miguel, where can people find you?
People can find me at PlayStation Network, Dark Angel 1010, and at Twitter at Angel Obris 10 with a J.
And Jeffrey, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, Mr. Brawl96, and on PSN Brawl96.
Also, don't forget to check us out on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com, type in PS Best Friends or PlayStation Best Friends. Where we got a bunch of cool content up there. We got some reviews, got some Let's Plays. We're also going to be streaming again, like I said earlier, on twitch.tv/PS Best Friends, where we might be playing some Blackout Blightfather Zombie quest mission things. I don't know. Check that out. You can find me on PSN at the only X188. That's ONE, numbers 88. And you can find me on Twitter at Anthony Palm. This has been episode 77 of the PlayStation Best Friends podcast. Thank you all for listening to us. Thank you again to everyone that donated to our Extra Life page. And if you'd like to donate going forward, again, that is going to be running through the end of the year. You can get that link on our Twitter or on our Facebook, which, just to reiterate, is facebook.com/groups/PS Best Friends. Thank you all for listening. We will catch you all next week.
Peace.
Peace.
All right. Let's go. And once more. Perfecto.
Stopping recording and
Oh,
broadcast.
perfecto, vato, perfecto. All right.